EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Well, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd and 11 now. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 79 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after here coming up. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Wentz. Room to run past midfield. And down right around the 37.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Akers, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wins to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Wentz. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Off the squib kick, he corrals it inside the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And the hand punch team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, 47 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Up the first before he's taken down at the 29. I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Into the secondary past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Here's 2nd and 9. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Five yards remain on second down. A give to Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup there on the run. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Gay is on for the point after. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Elliott running right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Big hole up the middle, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chewo-Olalolua, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
2nd and 11.
To throw is Stafford.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, and that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a give, right side. Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Prescott down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Shea Waro-Lalua.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. and that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's got Rome. And
finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 30. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sony Michel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Garoppolo now.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To the running game with Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They give the Sermon out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Hey, John. 51. Check pass. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Ricky.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
From the 24, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. A quick pass to Cup. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Stafford. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Second and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This is Mostert. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out. on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
51, Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers.
Raheem Mostert, 40 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Stafford now to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A give, running right is Akers.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
153 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Akers. They try and run.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York.
The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
first and 10. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Second and 10.
Now it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. That's to a former Bill. It's Robert Woods. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
On the slant, he's got Sanders.
Touchdown! Emmanuel Sanders, 35 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. The kidder here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Stafford on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On the ground with a tight end. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
I suspect this is one of those calls the defensive coordinator would love to have back.
Absolutely.
Feels like he took a bit of a gamble here. And I remember when I was playing, when we had a team really backed up, there's a talk about, let's go ahead and get upfield and get a safety. And sometimes that works against you because they really hit them big, didn't they?
They did. They were hoping for a couple yards of breathing room, but they got a lot more than that. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they opted to run the ball there on third down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football, and they pick up the first down. Give that man a ton of credit.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Allen again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, here's a run with Moss. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown, Bills! Josh Allen with a touchdown pass to the veteran Emmanuel Sanders. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Steps away. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain there for the Bills.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Allen off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And down inside the 15 he goes. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. on second down. Akers. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 7-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
They'll run here with Moss.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Moss again.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. Rather than running here, guys, you might want to try throwing it.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done.